Welcome to Survival Theory. I'm in Ohio in the Wayne National Forest, and somewhere around the Hanging Rock Trail. There's a lot of ATV trails, hiking trails. There's a lot of lakes here from the mining days. So I'm trying to find a place to camp for the night. And then tomorrow I will continue my journey and find another spot. Actually, I'm thinking right around here somewhere. Well, not many choices, so I'll make this my home. Oh, I brought too much in that backpack. So the hammock is set up. It's in a good spot. Got the lake right down there. We'll have to go check that out later if possible. Got my backpack hanging up. It took a while to figure out where I wanted to put the fire. I was going to put it over here, but I opted for this spot. It was a little bit easier to clear out. So I can build a fire safe there. It's close. I don't have to run around all over the woods. Everything's centrally located. Right down there, there's quite a bit of downed pine. So I'm going to go, or down something. So I'm going to go collect some wood to build a seat. You know, just a log seat. Then I got to collect firewood because it's almost dark. I'm absolutely starving. So let's get busy. What kind of wood am I dealing with here? There we go. Tell you, I really got to be careful because I'm so tired and hungry that I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing as much as I should. Just thinking about it, getting a fire going to get the bugs away and getting something to eat. Hear the motorcycles? So I've got a little bit of dryer lint, some fat wood. Let's get this party started. I can't give you a review on this beef stroganoff with noodles from Mountain House. It wouldn't be fair because right now it's the best meal I've ever had in my entire life because it is that good. But I'm so hungry. Bark from the tree would get about the same rating. So, awesome. So I ate, I feel better. There's a lot of lightning over in that direction. And the breeze is picking up, which is good. That helps a lot. So I went ahead and put the tarp up and put my poncho over my pack. I kind of hope it does rain tonight. Put a little bit of wood under the tarp. And tonight I've got my Nemo mattress. I'm going to try that in combination with the hammock tonight. And I am exhausted, but no longer hungry. But the exhaustion is going to make me sleep very well tonight. So I'm just going to kind of watch the fire, let it die out. Watch the lightning storm in the distance. See you guys in the morning. Yeah, you know I'd go walking around at night. Just checking the place out. See if there's any snakes crawling around or, whatever. It's 0700 and it's a beautiful day. Now I'm only collecting firewood that I know are limbs from a tree, that I'm absolutely positive they are from a tree. The reason I'm being cautious is poison ivy is everywhere. See that poison ivy? Well, look at the limb or the vine right there, that hairy vine. Now when these vines die, they can fall to the ground and look like any other stick. And you don't want to burn that and end up getting the smoke on you or in your lungs, because then you'd have a very bad day. So I found a little bit of bark, and I can't find out what tree it came from, but it looked like I could fluff it up enough, spark it with the ferro rod, if it's dry enough. Feels dry. And another thing about this area, virtually no fat wood. I've got some pines around. I go to all the fallen pines, and the terpene is so weak that they're rotting at the knots instead of, lasting forever, basically. The heart of pine is rotting. I found this, and it's not rotten like the rest of the tree, so I said, well, there's my fat wood. So I pulled this knot out, and there's no terpene smell. I mean, it's not rotten yet, but there's virtually no fat wood in it. It's so weak that it staves off the rotting for only a short time. Oh yeah. All right, so while that water's heating up for my oatmeal breakfast, let's check out the lake. And oh my gosh, look. It's Corporal Kelly's secret camping spot where he goes survival fishing. We found it. Huh. Good to go. Outstanding. Well, I guess I won't tell you where the spot is so he can maintain his privacy. He's not there right now, as he's still asleep. Pretty cool lake. Stop and get some more of these tiny blackberries. Get my nutrition for the day. I picked a couple red ones too. Yesterday I was having quite the little pity party. I'll tell you what happened. I came out here in the afternoon, and after searching for a little while, I found a parking area. I found the Hanging Rock Trailhead. So I parked there, kind of organized my pack a little bit, threw some food in there, and then started hitting the trail, thinking I would hike, for an hour or two at the most, go off trail somewhere, find a camping spot. Well, the belt on the pad had slipped, so it wasn't supporting the weight of the pack anymore. I didn't realize it, because the way it felt, it just maybe felt like I needed to adjust my pack. So, man, the pack got heavy really, really fast. And I was thinking, man, I packed too much. This is ridiculous. Well, soldier on, right? Suck it up. So I kept going. And I kept going off the trail, trying to find a camping spot. And it was just thick, hilly terrain. Couldn't really find a spot I liked. But I had plenty of time, so I kept going. And I would hike for a couple of miles, mile and a half or something. And it was just hot and humid. It was actually in the low 90s, which is not that hot, but it was very humid. And I was starting to get hungry. And that's where it got interesting. Because I hadn't eaten all day, and I figured I would, make camp and get some good dinner. Well, all that hiking and, sweating in the heat made the hunger worse. And that hunger affects you in ways you don't realize unless you step back and look, or, maybe hindsight. I wasn't making good decisions because I was just thinking about getting something to eat. That's pretty much all I was thinking about. When can I stop? When can I eat? Now, I had some bars in my pack, but I just wanted to make camp and get something good to eat. So it got to the point where I was feeling kind of miserable. I didn't find an ideal camping spot. And then the trail would cross a park road. And so I dropped my pack on that park road, camouflaged it, on the side, and then practically jogged back to my truck, which is faster than taking the trail back and, with the backpack and all that. I'm like, here's a road, so let me hide my backpack and jog back to my truck. And then I would drive to where I left my backpack, throw it in the back of the truck, and then drive somewhere else. And then I would park there. I'd find a little spot I could pull over. I'd park there and then go hiking without my backpack, quickly just try to find a camping spot out in the woods. And of course, this is going on for hours and hours. Meanwhile, I'm getting hungrier and hungrier. And I finally said, look, you're getting too hungry. You're hot, you're uncomfortable. Just park your truck here. According to the map, there's a lake back here somewhere. Just start hiking and find it. And if it's not good enough, oh well. And that's kind of what happened. This is a nice camping spot now, but at the time it wasn't my ideal camping spot. But it just got to the point where, look, it's going to be dark any moment now. Just here's a flat spot, set up here, get something to eat, by golly, and calm down. So I built a fire and got something to eat. After that, everything was great. Yeah, it's good to be out here alone in the wilderness, getting it done. Well, see you next time. All right, that's a wrap. Camera crew, you're dismissed. Someone take these dishes and get them washed. Not really. But when it comes to cleaning dishes, I wish that was true. So I broke camp. Other than a little trampling, everything's all right. Everything's packed up, ready to go. But I've got to take care of that right there. Can't leave the fire like that. So I'm going to hike down to the lake and get some water and douse it out. On our way out, we'll stop by Corporal's Corner over there. See if he's over there. That's out. So this is a beautiful area. And it was very cool this morning. Low 70s at least. I felt a little bit chilly, which was good after the heat of yesterday. So let's walk around this lake, check it out. So I'm going to go back to the truck and maybe change out my backpack to like the small assault pack. Carry just a few essentials. And see that lake back there? Pretty cool. And reevaluate what I want to do out here today. I packed enough gear and food for 2 nights and 3 days, because that was my plan. But plans change, I guess. I'm doing it spontaneously. I just wanted to come out here for a couple of 3 days, see what happened, and this is what's happening. I'm changing course halfway through. Check it out. It's a good arrow. I'm going to keep that. The shaft is probably still good. The tip's a little rusty. Some new feathers. There's a nice little flat hilltop. And what do we have here? Well, this was obviously not the Corporal's Corner. He wouldn't have left all this trash here. Somebody was tying a knot in the paracord there. Left some water on the tree. There's a little bit of trash here and there. Guys, if you're going to come out here camping, take your trash with you. There's another plastic bottle right there. And what we have here? A lighter. Might have a little bit of fuel in it. It's all rusted out though. Oh, look at this. Somebody was building a shelter, what, maybe a year ago. Got some kind of thing going on here. Bunch of sticks leaned up. It's all downhill to the lake. More trash. And check that out. Nice garter snake there. bite me. Yeah, don't bite me. Just be cool. There it goes. Digging a nest, it looks like. But just getting started. So I drove to the Vesuvius area. Check this out. Vesuvius iron furnace. Pretty cool history there of forging iron. Look at those stones. That's pretty cool. Cool piece of history there. Better get those plants out before they start breaking up the rock. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff. Charcoal iron furnace. One of 69 in the area. Look at that wall there. Pretty cool. Right now I'm headed to Zegama Beach. No, Vesuvius Beach. Zegama Beach was destroyed by the bugs. So I got this Molly 2 assault pack loaded up. I pretty much took what I brought last time, but I slimmed down the food. I took out a few things, a few toys that I wouldn't be playing with out here. At least not today. And you know, I just kind of toned it down. I still brought, well, I'll show you everything I brought later. Let's go look at the map and then start hiking. I think this is going to work. It feels pretty slim. Okay, Sand Hill. I'm at the Sand Hill trailhead. I think I'm going to go north and try to hit this lake here, whatever lake that was, I don't remember now. Where we saw the dam and all that. I'm going to try to head up to there. So I'm going to take a picture of this map, and that will be my map. I've got my compass on me, so. What kind of tracks do those look like? It's a pretty big track. Pretty big track. Look at that one. Pretty heavy. There's another one. Look at that. Not very well defined, but they're big tracks. Interesting. See, there's my track just now, but interesting. Now, see, there's some deer track. Nothing like that other track. It almost looked like a bear track. An older one. because it's kind of worn out, but nevertheless, that's what it looked like. Oh yeah, lots of minnows. In fact, there's enough to get a small meal of fish. Oh, there's actually bigger than minnows right over there. Those aren't minnows, those are big. And they're trapping themselves. You could build a fish trap and get all these fish into a trap. Let me jump up over there and see what kind of fish those are. Look at those. Oh, sorry. Can you see them? A handful of those would be a great meal. Yeah, those are big. I'm not sure what they are. They're not the typical mosquito fish that we refer to as minnows. So check this out. It's a rocky overhang here making a cave. Now, would this make a good shelter? I would say no. Water obviously comes through here, comes down, goes all the way to the back, and then down. I'd say most of it drops right there. I think quite a bit comes back here. Probably through all the cracks too. Okay, so I think I'm at the point now where this is the beginning of the lake. There's a creek or river right down there that starts forming the lake. I think I'm going to go down this hill, go off trail, go down the hill. Oh, look at that. A horseshoe embedded in the tree. Pretty cool. So I came down that slippery slope only to find a trail here along this beautiful area. And there's a trail marker, so it's not just a footpath, it's an actual trail, which means I can't build a fire very close to it, so I'm going to have to go somewhere else. And I am drenched in sweat. I could wring this shirt out, it's so thick. So I'm going to take a break here for a while and explore this river. down this way a little bit. And probably up that way a little bit. It's real nice here. So take a break, drink some water. Just do a little bit of exploring. Try to find a campsite that's off of the trail. Maybe on the other side of the river there. So I took off my shirt because it's soaking wet and hung it up for a while. Had some snacks, drank a little bit of water. Played around the creek. It's a real pretty area. Put my shirt back on. And I'm actually cold right now because the shirt cooled down so much from evaporating and just being near that, under the rocks there in the cool area. It's definitely revitalizing. Pretty cool. Literally. Soaked in sweat, but cold to the skin. Whoa. That was a close one. So this is going to be my camp. It's in a low area next to a small creek which goes to the larger creek. There's my water supply right there, or farther up or farther down, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of flat ground here that I'm not going to be sliding and tripping on at night. Check this out. This is very beautiful, very colorful. Check that out. That is awesome. That is cool. Where'd he go? There he is. Check that out. Now I got something to put things on. There we go. All right. Now I guess I'll wash my hands and cool down a little bit and start gathering some firewood. We got a lot of time left before it gets dark, but really get busy now and relax later. So to help with the fire building, I brought some birch bark. Oh, it's definitely birch bark. Birch bark lit up right away. Whew, all right. You see the smoke there and the sun rays? It's pretty cool. Alright, so while I'm waiting for that to boil, I want to have a place to put my boots and my feet rather than the dirt. So I'm going to get some more flat rocks and put them underneath here. So I have a platform for my shoes and what else. Already got a little platform there for stuff I pull out of the backpack, which I need to get organized real quick before I eat. I need to collect some more firewood. I've got a great seat there. So let's get busy. So to find this place, I left the Vesuvius Lake Trail, hiked until I went over the main loop or the horse trail. Then I went, I hiked over that and went downhill to a creek, crossed that creek, went uphill, and then downhill again until I found this area. Walked along this creek until I found this area. It's pretty nice. And there's that thread of rain. It didn't rain last night, even though it was lightning and thundering. But I did have to put the tarp over the up over the hammock. Yeah, there's some dark clouds coming, but. And when I was going downhill, before I got here, I slipped down. It's pretty steep, and some parts are pretty moist. So I slipped, and started to kind of go downhill on my back with that backpack on, and it jolted me pretty hard. I'm okay and everything, but it jolted me pretty hard, and I kind of had to stop and catch my breath. Now I kind of feel weird, not in a back injury kind of way, but like maybe I got too dehydrated, or I didn't, not too dehydrated, but maybe I got dehydrated and I haven't been drinking enough water, because I didn't bring very much water because I was going to resupply in a creek. But I've only had probably that plastic bottle, and then so probably the equivalent of 3 of those plastic bottles for most of the day, because I've been hiking a long time, which is not really enough. So I'm going to relax, eat this. Is that rain? So I'm going to chill out and eat this gumbo. That is rain. Let me throw the tarp on the hammock. And I'll put you under there. Got it all ready to go. Just stretch it out. Oh, see there, it's just a sprinkle. So, no big deal, I guess. But you never know. Because I'm down in the valley, I can't see very much of the sky. So anyway, I'm going to relax and eat this meal. Kind of listen to the forest as it gets dark. The birds sound beautiful. And just try to cool down, purify some water, drink it, see how things are going. I want to go exploring tonight. Maybe find some newts or snakes or, whatever. Should be a great night to do so. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Got boiling water. I might as well go ahead and get that water and purify it now while that is cooking for 10 minutes. I've got my water tablets, coffee filter, aluminum foil, and the lighter. Then my knock and Sawyer Mini. So I'll get this knock and fill it up and hook the Sawyer Mini up to it. This is an awesome bag, I tell you. Awesome bag. Oh, it's already getting dirty. I'll move up to the next one. All right, there we go. There it goes. I can hear that thunder. There you go, that's stable. Oh, you're moving kind of slow, but oh well. It's usually faster than that. I'll just let it do its thing. Well, so the Alpine Air Chicken Gumbo is actually pretty good. Very good flavor. Add a little more water than they say, or else it's just too dry. So I've eaten it, I'm all packed up. Got plenty of water, I even refilled my little plastic bottle. So I'll drink all of this tonight, plus I've already drank at least 2 of these since dinner. So I'm set on water for now. The meal was really good. The thunder has moved. Well, it's all around me. It's all around me. But no rain, at least not here. And I can see a touch of blue sky right over there. But yeah, pretty heavy thunder all over the place. Time to relax a little bit. So it's only 9:30, which is pretty early for me, but I'm very tired. It's been a long couple of days, and it's cooled down dramatically here in this valley. The thunder has gone away. I don't hear it anymore. The sky is very bright, but it's dark down here. So I took my little wet wipe bath and freshened up. I'll clean off my feet before I jump in the hammock. Yep. Yeah, I took a wet wipe bath and then put on the sweaty shirt again. It's dry now, but oh well. So, see you guys in the morning. Maybe. Lightning bugs are everywhere. I'm going to turn off this light, sit in my hammock. I took the tarp off my hammock, so I should be able to see the bugs tonight. Come on, you knew I wasn't going to bed. Not when I can go exploring. I left the light on at camp, just to make sure I don't wander off too far. I can see it. I don't know if you can see them, but there's some little bitty right there, that little, right there. What is that? Oh my gosh, that's actually a salamander. It's about an inch long, you see it? That is friggin' cool. That is cool. There's a few of them in this puddle. Oh, there's one right there, very, very tiny. That one's like a half-inch long. Wow. That is amazing. Oh, there's one a little bit bigger. Look at that. Alright, this is turning into an awesome camping trip real fast. That is cool. Part of a weather balloon or something else. There's another one big enough to see. Now, these salamanders are a good indication of the water quality, because they don't do very well in polluted water. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's little bitty ones everywhere. There's a little bitty one. Look at that. Those are beautiful. They're stark white, so it's hard to get them in the light. There, I'll go a lower light. They're just very white. Really cool. Okay, Google. What kind of salamanders live around here?
Your phone has no signal, so I can't help you with that at the moment.
Oh well. That's life in the wilderness. No signal. Alright, I really am going to bed now, so see you guys in the morning. Thanks for hanging in there. Alright, so it's like 2 a.m. I woke up about an hour ago and I was just listening to the sounds outside, trying to go back to sleep. And I couldn't go back to sleep, so I got up and I walked the creek, just looking at salamanders and bugs and things like that, because something told me to leave. My inner voice said, you need to leave. And I tried to ignore it, go back to sleep. It didn't work. Tried to, walk around the creek. That didn't work. It just said, you need to leave. I don't know why. So it's kind of weird. So that's actually what I'm going to do, because now I can't sleep, because I have it in my head that I need to leave. So this is going to be an interesting night hike. So I've got to break camp. Let's get busy. I do what the voices tell me to do. It's kept me alive so far. All right. We're out of here again. Dark and treacherous hike. Yeah, I don't know why, but just told me to leave. Tried to fight it, but it was persistent. It said, you need to leave. All right, so I want to go by gut instinct here, and I know if I follow this creek, it leads to another creek, which I will cross, go up the hill. The camera will be off while I go up and down the hills, because it gets pretty dang slippery. Already fell once pretty bad on the way here. I tell you, it is quiet out here. No frogs, no crickets, just quiet. So the voice didn't tell me to look for salamanders in the creek, but that's what I'm doing anyway. Can't help it. I'm not sure where I came up. I think it was a little bit over here. Yeah, because I kind of jumped down there, somewhere right in here. So I go up here. Ooh, just darkness. But I think I'm headed in the right direction. Those are my markers to where I went off trail, so I came up pretty close. It's good. Going up those hills, wow. It's exhausting. Talk about the Stairmaster. Ooh. All right, I'll let you know if anything exciting happens. That wasn't here before. So this tree just fell and split up. Pretty big tree there, big chunk of one. Yeah, it wasn't there before. So is there a huge speckled king snake right now by my truck? And that's why the voices told me to leave? Or is it something I'll never know because I left? Very strange. I laid in bed thinking, no way am I hiking through the woods, off trail, up hills, in the middle of the night, and then finding the trail, then hiking all the way back, and then what do I do? But you got to do what your instinct tells you to do sometimes. Follow your gut sometimes. Couldn't shake it. Ooh, more uphill. Alright. Alright, so this could very well be the reason. See that right there? Ringneck snake. Awesome. Awesome. Where'd he go? There he is. That's incredible. Where is he? There he is. Very small. Beautiful ringneck. Well, that was cool. Surely that wasn't the reason, though. Well, I got to the truck and everything is fine. I'm not sure why I had to leave. I just did. There was a deer hanging out here by my truck. I don't think that was the reason I had to leave. That ringneck snake was really cool, but I don't think that's the reason I had to leave. It's something I don't know about, but I just had to leave. But I'm going to get in the truck and cool down and think about what my options are. It's not really that many. Not sure where I'll go, but I'll find out. Thanks for hanging in there and watching Survival Theory. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you next time.